Okay, just testing out this new version 12.6 of Tesla Autopilot, and just gonna kind of do it and see how it works out and kind of talk it through as we go through it here. So stopping at the stop sign, as you can see though, this is not where I would stop for a stop sign. It's way too far. I can't even see in both directions if there's cars coming. So I would personally pull up to about here. So hopefully the system will get better and learn that. But again, it's beta software. It just came out actually 2 or 3 days ago. And so you have to, the neural net has to train Tesla's fleet has to train the neural net to know where people stop. So have to be patient. Kind of coming in fast here. Okay, 300 feet, it starts slowing down. I'm gonna take a left here and see if it comes any closer. Once again, it's like it stops too far back, like a human driver would have pulled up to about here, so you can see if there's cars coming. Again, I think the system's going to take a little time before it's going to be full self-driving. Again, one more stop sign up here. This one's a little bit easier because there's a lot more visibility. You don't have to come quite up as far in the stoplight sign. So this one stops before the sign, before the line, which is appropriate. And again, I have to confirm it's safe to go through the stoplight. Again, I'm just on traffic aware cruise control for right now. I suppose I could put it in with autopilot. I found for most of the surface streets, it doesn't work very well in full autopilot when you're going through stop signs. The car still doesn't do very well. So again, I like the gear stock confirmation. You can also just tap on the gas pedal as another option. All right, so it starts recognizing it around 600 feet out, which I think it's using GPS because several times I've seen it start slowing down or see the stop sign even before I can see it. So it's clearly not using the vision to detect that. So it must be using maps or GPS-based location. So again, it will start slowing down around 300 feet out is what I've noticed. But you can push the stock at 600 feet out, and you usually only have to do it one time. So like right now, it's doing it for that light up ahead there. And then once you've done it, oops, I'm going 500 the speed limit here. Once you've done it, most of the time that's all you have to do it is one time. I have seen a couple of kinds where it's kind of glitched and made me do it twice, but usually just one time. So. See how it works in this little construction zone up here. So I'm going to turn right here, take it up, should we put it back into tack here, and again it stopped there because of the car in front of me, but oh, that's kind of cool. You can see the bicycle. So again, once you come to a stop light, you have to, once it turns green, then you have to confirm that it's safe to go through. You can't do it now, I don't believe. Let's see if I do it now, if it'll make me do it again. I think you will. Yeah, I have to do it again once it turns green. So. Okay, a little choppy there. I'm not sure why it was. I don't know if it was seeing the cars across the other lane, but that's really not pleasant to be doing the slam forward in your seat. That's gonna go past the pedestrian there. All right. All right, so it's 600 feet and it's 400 feet, 300. So I'm gonna go ahead and confirm it, but again, it was turning yellow, so the car knew that and it went ahead and stopped, which is appropriate. And it looks like it's stopping before the crosswalk, barely. All right. And then once the light turns green, you just have to push down the stock here to restart, and it will accelerate. We'll go ahead and push down the stock to confirm that we see the next light here. appropriately. Stop. Need to stop. I would have stopped a little bit farther back. Not quite so into the crosswalk there. So a little bit farther out than I would have, what I would have done. Okay, I'll push down the Autopilot stalk to confirm that it's green. Navigated through that interchange quite well, actually. Electric cars, you definitely hear the rattles a lot more than any other car. I don't know if any of you have noticed that, but the gas car, I never used to hear these kind of rattles. All I would hear was the engine. So definitely have noticed in the Teslas that I've owned that these are very obvious. Tesla's actually pretty good about finding the source of the rattle and oftentimes fixing it, at least in the other Model X that we own. They have. I haven't pushed as hard on this one. It's the center console charging tray that rattles. So, alright, let's see how it goes through these next few lights here. Actually, it seems like most people are going the speed limit today, which is unusual. Alright, 600 feet out, I'm going to go ahead and push down here just so I don't annoy people behind me that are already a little bit impatient. And it's seeing the green light and proceeding perfectly. That's perfect behavior there. Alright, sees the light in 600 feet, 500 feet, 400. Okay, so we're slowing down a little bit. Go ahead and push down the gear stalk. Confirm that we see the light. Okay, and seeing this next light here, we'll go ahead and go through this here. And sees the green light and proceeds through the light and through the other side without any issues, which is perfect. Again, prior to this update, I would have to take it out of Autopilot and put it back in Autopilot with every light. I no longer have to do that, which is great. Okay, and even after I confirm, it sees that it's red light and it's stopping for us here. It's going to make the stops light. Let's see if it stops before the crosswalk. It actually did a good job there of stopping before the crosswalk. So, perfect behavior. It's kind of accelerating slower than I would here. I'm not sure why. Okay. This person behind me is getting impatient. Okay. So go through one more light here. Sees the light and sees that it's green so that it can proceed through here. No problems at all. For a beta version, this, I think, is better than some of the prior new betas that Tesla has offered. I've actually had a Tesla since 2014. So I had an Autopilot 1 initially, which was under Mobileye, and then got a Model X with just right after the Autopilot 2 suite came out. So it was in December 2016. So I've seen the whole progression of Autopilot 2, and I can say this is one of the biggest updates that I've seen. Alright, so I'm on tack here, coming up to the stoplight, and it sees that it's green, and I just confirm that, and then proceeding through the left-hand turn here. Alright, so one last stop sign here. Let's see how it does. In the past few times it seems like it's been very good at the stop sign. Not seen it yet though. Okay, there we go. 200 feet. Whoa, it's coming in way too fast. Okay, that was a little bit abrupt. And it's actually into the crosswalk, so not quite what I would say would be ideal behavior there. But overall, I have to say I'd give it a 7 or 8 out of 10. Maybe even a 9 at some places there. But it definitely has a few learnings. Definitely seems like it doesn't pull out far enough to see kind of cross traffic for some of the stop signs. And then some of the stop lights, it seems like it's going over into the crosswalk a little bit more than I would. But again, I'm sure Tesla will learn from the fleet and will improve over time, and all these kind of bugs will get worked out. Hopefully you've enjoyed this little drive along. I'm hoping to do more of these. Let me know if there's things that I can show you. If there's some particular situation you want me to try to find, I can try to find and kind of try to video it for you. So just give me an idea of what you'd like to see more of, maybe what you'd like to see less of if there's some things you don't want to see as much. One last stop sign here. And that time it did actually, in fact, last few times at this stop sign it's kind of abruptly stopped. That time it was much more smooth.